Hello, hello. Hey, Hazel. Welcome to my Sunday live. It's the 10th of December. My name's Emma Goddard, and you can find me at coastalcrafter.com. I realised I didn't have my banner up, but I think I'll leave that off for now. Hey, Joanna. Hey, Louisa. How are you all doing? Well, I hope. I have been on a mission with my Christmas cards and other bits and pieces today. There's a big pile on my dining room table, so I've had great success so far. I just need to get postage onto it. So that will be a job for when I have finished with you all live. So if you're here on the replay, welcome, and I hope you are also having a great day, weekend, whatever you are up to. Hey Stacey, hey Sharon, hey Paul. Evening Sue. What have I got for you this evening? I was in full-on Christmas card mode and getting ready for my team gathering next Friday, and so I really honestly it was a last minute decision, and I thought I'm going to use the Softly Sophisticated with the embossing folder. So this is a sneak peek of Karen, that always makes me feel a little bit nervous just watching on the big screen. I'm like, oh no. At least I don't have to see it. So this is a sneak peek celebration choice. If you spend £90 from the 4th of January to the end of February, you can add this as a free item, a free add-on. If you are a demonstrator, you can pre-earn this just now. So that is how I have got my hands on it early. Welcome everyone joining. Hope you are all doing well. Let me pop you onto my desk and I will show you the products. Ooh. There we go. Let's straighten this up and get some lights in there. So it is Softly Sophisticated. So there's some lovely sentiments in there. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you, actually. You're in my thoughts, and hello there. And then this lovely embossing folder, which is called Softly Sophisticated. My teeth in. Softly Sophisticated 3D. Good to see you, Judy, or virtually see you. Hope you are well. This one, it's got like little dots. It's got like a looped pattern, but is dotty. And let's go to the packaging. And then we've got the flowers. So let's do something with this. I'll do a few of these embossed, and then we'll see where we go. So this is a 3D embossing folder. So in terms of platform, you'll want your base platform, which is number 1, and then you'll want your 4 plate, which is just slightly thicker than a normal layer. So you just use those 2 together, and I'm going to grab some darker cardstock and some crumb cake. Let's see. So I'll show you it in crumb cake, and we'll have a look at that. I'm going to pop that in. And then give that a wind through. I've just got this on to the side of me. Look at this. So it gives you this beautiful dotty interlinked pattern, and debossed looks pretty too. So that's in crumb cake. And unusually we do one in as well. Not sure which bits of this I'm going to use, but together. I'm never sure which shows up better, actually. You can see, oh, you can see the pattern pretty well with dark cardstock in there. That's handy, isn't it? So that is the pattern, and then that is the texture. Terrible on black in the light. You can't really see that very well at all. Let's do some on the white. So I've still got loads of bits to do for leading up to Christmas. I thought I will this weekend have a real focus on trying to get cards and other bits and bobs done. So I feel like I've made good progress with that. I would have liked to have had it done sooner, but we've had lots of bugs in our house. We've been under the weather over the last goodness knows how many weeks, and so everything's just got a bit behind with everything. We're all well now, but I slowed things down a bit. So let's get stamping. I was going to stamp with the just give this a clean. This a couple of these bits out on my desk for some other stuff today. Let's grab so the colours I've pulled out are Garden Green, Blackberry Bliss and Crumb Cake, hence my crumb cake layer, which I think I might use, but we'll just do some stamping and then see which bits we use. So have you seen this one stamped yet? Have you seen this one? Maybe someone else has shared. You might have it and you've had a play. Was it one that caught your eye if you're a demonstrator? Some of you might not have seen it before. Right, let's grab pretty. Good evening. Becky, good evening. Kathleen says, I saw a sneak peek of a card you're working on. Can I ask what sets you were using? Yes, you can. It was the seasonal branches and then the holly leaf from the Joy of Noel. And don't test me on which week it was, but I made the card on my live. So you will be able to go back on my YouTube channel and see that very card being made. I was just batch making it because I liked the design. So it is one I've made on my lives. All right, let's see if this works out. I might have just created myself a big old problem of puzzle here, but I like to do that. Joanna says, nope, not seen it yet. It wasn't one that caught my eye. Oh, brilliant. Good that it is first time seeing the stamp in action. Excellent. Right, so I've picked out Blackberry Bliss. So this one, you've got this leaf here, and then you've got this, and they pair together, and then this sits over the top of these leaves, stems. And so the bud and the two flowers, so the bud you can line up, and then they will sit into the leaves, which is very cool. Indeed. Let's see if we can line some of these up. one twisted around there. I'll focus on the main flowers first, and then we'll come back in maybe around the edges. So I've got crumb cake leaves and blackberry bliss flowers. And so this comes as a celebration item as the 2 parts. So you get the embossing folder and the stamp set. So for a £90 spend, you get the higher priced item that you can redeem. Going to there. Right, now some of these I've got a bit of a gap, so I'm going to just come in. Hazel put the seasonal branches in my last order. Oh, it's a good one to have. It's I do really like it, and it's got the summer flowers on there as well, so it's good for all year round. Right, let me stamp that. The blackberry bliss really pops, doesn't it? It's like really pretty. Let's just bring some of those flowers in on the edges. Although I have to say, I might end up cutting this down. I might get 2 out of this. I might cut it in half. Right. It's pretty, isn't it? Pretty, pretty. So that's one combo. I'm going to do the same again, just to show you some different combinations, really, and then we'll make them up, and then we'll make them up into some cards. But let's do the leaves. Should we do some garden green? Let's do garden green. And we'll do the same or similar. And I'm going to do that flower just while I'm there. Or maybe a little bit of foliage on that bottom edge. So this is the green. So this is garden green. Let's come in with the blackberry bliss again. Are you close enough? Can you see if I zoom in a bit? There you go. You can see how this lines up. So going bud, and then just get those 2 bits in there. And the bud again. Oh, I keep not pushing on that corner. That's because I'm that's gonna sit in there. Ever so pretty. Let's the bud there, And then again, I'll just bring some like Blackberry Bliss into the edges where maybe they could just do with a little bit of extra colour. Just the very edges of those. So I think we've covered them all. So you've got Garden Green and Blackberry Bliss and Crumb Cake and Blackberry Bliss. What do you think? Which do you prefer? It's a tricky decision. I thought I'm going to grab, I don't want to take ages over this, but I wanted to, let me just flip that over so that that is less in the way. So I was going to take the Crumb Cake blend and add it just into the background so that we've got all three colours on this one, just to sort of soften it down a bit. I'm kind of just adding the colour a bit like watercolour, so a bit loose, but it really changes the look of that green on the background. You've got that Crumb Cake just taking the stark white away. I do like the bullet tip of my blends, but for something like this, the brush tip is ideal. It will really be more like a paintbrush, so you'll be able to paint in. And the beauty is the blends won't make your inks run because they're water based, and the blend is alcohol based, so you won't get the blurring of the ink when you go over with the blends, so you can kind of go through the leaves a little, and it doesn't matter if there's a bit of a white space left. I think that kind of all adds to it. And because the blends don't leave you all those harsh lines, don't need to worry about like felt tip lines. These will all smooth out. There. Oh, maybe there's that bit there. Pretty quick because you're not colouring intricately around the leaves, but just changes. It is the light Crumb Cake, so you could go darker for sure. Gives it an antique look. Yeah, it does. It just softens it down, doesn't it? Just softens it down a little bit. So and then I could maybe add some dark splatters. So if I take the darker pen, we could add some flicks of the Crumb Cake onto the background. So we've got that looking a bit different, isn't it? So you've got the different look. You've got the clean white and then the Crumb Cake with the green. I was going to maybe, my thought was go like half the size so that we could put them onto like here. So we could just chop them sideways and have two for the price of one out of these. So we could maybe get like 4 thank you cards or hello cards or something like that. So if I chop that down, so 14 and a half, 7.2, so 14.25, 7.25. Let's cut that in half. So we want another crumb cake layer. I'm going to end up batch making tonight. So I'm going to end up with like 4 cards. But that's okay. It's good because these cards can go out with the catalogues. So I can send some of these out with catalogues to some of my lovely customers. So let's do... So I get to show you these lovely cards and they get put to good use as well by getting them sent out. Right, let's got some of the paper from the birds still sitting on my desk. So I've got a little bit of this on my desk, but I think that's too light, maybe. I'm tempted to go more Blackberry Bliss and make it pop with the that colour. So what was that? 7.25 by 10.2. So 7 and a half, 7. That'll be fine. Right, got a little border there. Chop that down to 10 and a half. There we go. Got that on there. So we've got 2 of those. Ribbons. What have we got in the way of ribbons? I've got some of this lovely pecan pie. This one. I've also got the new leather, like the faux leather with a bit of gold, which is nice, isn't it? That's very pretty. I like that. This one is, where's that one from? That's an online exclusive with the pecan pie, and that was with the Garden Meadow Suite, I think. Someone's going to jump in and tell me otherwise, if not. And then we've got this one, which is the pecan pie, which is nice, isn't it? That could have that around. I quite like that. Let's do. I quite like this. I'm tempted to do. Oh, decisions. I'm very warm, I have to say that. And that's why you've got a live from Australia. There's lots of Australians that watch, and New Zealand's, and many of you. Shout out from where you are. Let's have this glued on here. So, what about this? Because it's got a bit of shine to it. And we can just have that around. Do a little knot. Do the wide ribbon as band typo with the narrow. That's a good idea. Thinking this will go around. This is a bit tricky. This could be quite tricky to use because it doesn't tie up into a bow easily. It definitely knots nicely. But I like the way it gives us different textures rather than just standard ribbon. I do like that about it, but I think we're going to have to be a little creative about how we use it. So this is my first suggestion, which is to tie it around like that, have it in a linen bow, and we might be able to move those knots back a bit. We can move these back. Rachel says, I love when our summertime makes your lives a perfect time for watching at breakfast. Ah, yes, I know. So we go back an hour, you go forward an hour. So we fall back, you spring forward, and we're 2 hours closer together, which does make it a little easier, doesn't it, for this period, this time period. Whereas in the summer, we're 2 hours further apart, and it makes it just a little bit early, doesn't it? You're forgiven, Annette. You're forgiven. She says, sorry, I'm late. Ooh, new stuff. It is new stuff. I'm just going to move those knots back. So let's just have those. Kind of cool. I like that. It just gives it something different on there. I love the subtle sparkle in it. Isn't it gorgeous? It's got a kind of gold. It's just really, yeah, really pretty. I see me using that a lot. Right, let's do this one. And should we do Paul? Where was your comment? I did get my Christmas cards done. I'm scrolling back up now. Paul, which ribbon did you say? Use the wide ribbon as a band, tie a bow with the narrow. I'm going to use the wider ribbon. And I'm going to go with the pecan. Pecan. And we will do a similar to what we've just done with the linen thread. So if you're kind of like struggling with like holding a bit of pieces, you could put a bit of double-sided tape and that would hold it in place. I'm not going to do that because I want the opportunity to move it up or down the card at this point. So yeah, I've just, with my Christmas card, I've just got to put on my postage on, so that's the next job. But I am going to try and sit and do that tonight. I'm going to try and do it so that they can come with me tomorrow when I leave to go to work, and I can drop them in the post box on the way to or on the way back from. But they will be gone, on their way, on their travels around the world. They will be off on their travels. Right, let's do a little trim of those. Right, what should we have on here? We just need like a little circle or label, or the stylish shape dies are my go-to always, but let me just see if I can pull in something a little different. Let's see what we've got. We've got the deckled circles. They might be nice for a change. Just trying to think. On there. And this one. Could you use those new fancy shape pens? They're on the way, but I don't have them yet. There's lots of lovely new dies in the mini catalogue that are coming. my pre-order got a little bit delayed last week, so I'll have lots of lovely goodies next week to show you all. Right, let's grab something. Let me just have a little look over here on my trolley. We've got, I've got those ones. They're nice for a change, aren't they? Or there is the deckled circles. Yeah, I think I'm going to use one of them, one or other of them. But I think the this one might be nice for a change. These are the nested essential dies, and there is banners and that triangle-y diamond, not triangle, diamond shape. But this one I think could look really lovely. Might go both sizes. Let's do crumb cake to start, and then we'll go from there. So let's see. End up with, we've got that size, which is cute, isn't it? That is cute. This size is more sort of central. This is more label off to the side, maybe across there. I like both, actually. Let's go for both. Just 2 bits of Christmas. Am I ready? I've still got to do a little bit of present shopping, but yeah, not too bad, actually. Not too bad. The schools break up next Friday, and I am also able to take leave from next Friday, so I've got a little bit of time to do any sort of mad running around that needs to be done. But I don't think I've got a huge amount on my list, actually. Right, let's grab... Should we do a bit of fussy cutting? It's got to be done, hasn't it? It's got to be done. Shall we do? Let's do one of them and one of them. I don't really want the stark white background. I will be opening up my classes for January through April very soon, i.e. next weekend is probably when I'm going to get around to do it. They will be available to book onto, but if you're struggling for suggestions for gifts for your other halves and you would like to take one of my classes, then you can always point them towards my website, perhaps to take a class as a gift. So that might be a suggestion. Paul says it wouldn't be alive without fussy cutting. It has to be done. It has to be done. So, right, let's add a bit of crumb cake so that we don't have the harsh... Oh, that is a bit wet still. It won't make it run, but it will move it. I'm just going to add some crumb cake behind there so that we don't have the harsh white behind. And then also, my other suggestion is all the fabulous kits that we have. So Stampin' Up, I've got loads of different kits. So they're always great for you gifting as presents. I think they're brilliant presents to give. And then we're also going to have an amazing joining offer in January with a lovely glass mat, which is on its way to my house but didn't quite make it for this weekend. So I'll be able to show you that next week. So. Kathleen says I'm so behind. Right. We're just going to go around the outside of these. I keep to the outside edge. And I'm not going to go too far in around that because we don't want to chop those leaves off. And it's a good idea to kind of like when you're chopping, get rid of any extra kind of bulk, like rather than hanging on to it. Danette says, what is the glass mat? The glass mat is a glass mat for your table. It is about an inch bigger than this grid paper and about 4 inches bigger, taller. So it's big, and it's heat resistant, and it will be brilliant for blending and watercoloring. And if you join in Celebration, you can add the glass mat with all the sort of accessories that go with it as a free item. So Celebration starts on the 4th of January. So this is not live at the moment. If you are a demonstrator, you can pre-order this now, and you can purchase that glass mat into a demonstrator order. There is another option during Celebration, which is to add free additional products. So if you've already got a glass mat, or the glass mat isn't something that you are interested in, then you still get a great deal because you can add additional products. So £99 to join and £130 a product is always the offer. And then there'll be extra on top of that during Celebration. So, right. There we have one. Let's do a second. Kathleen says, do you wish we could turn back time for an extra 2 months? If you've got access to catalogues, go to the back of the Celebration catalogue of the Celebration brochure. It's in the Celebration offer. So you'll be able to view it there. But you can, as I say, pre-order as a demonstrator or join and have it for free from the 4th of January. You are welcome. It comes with like a white mixing mat, and it comes with a grey thinner chamois to clean your mat down. And I will show it as soon as I have mine. I will jump on and show you all, have a little play with it, see what I think, and share it with you. As I say, my order didn't quite make it to me this week, but which I was hopeful for because I've got catalogues to go out. But next week will be fine. I had plenty to keep me occupied. My Christmas cards get me well and truly occupied. I didn't really need a box of stuff arriving. It was meant to be that it was delayed. It is exciting. It is exciting. So, should we put this on? Just having that crumb cake in the background just takes out some of that harsh white. Who likes garden green? Who is a garden green fan? Who doesn't like garden green? Who doesn't mind garden green on these cards? I quite like garden green. It's like a proper green. I like it, but I know that it's not everybody's go-to green. I mean, Granny Apple for the win, isn't it? Surely Granny Apple has to be the top green choice. Or is that just me? But garden green definitely has its place. I like when, like a proper green. Annette says no to garden green. It's like a proper green. It's a proper green. Rachel says don't like it, but it suits this card. It looks good with that. See, it definitely has its place. But yeah, if you're to reach for a green, it's not the one you reach for, is it? Maybe it is. I don't know. But yeah, I like it as a combo with this for sure. Right, shall we put these on dimensionals? We should have a pole of greens. I think it does depend what you pair it with for sure. It's like any colours really, isn't it? Like it always amazes me with the designer papers that come out and stuff, and it really then a colour that you didn't really use that often suddenly becomes more used in your stash because it appears in more of the pattern papers. So you maybe reach for it a little bit more. Right, shall we have the hello there? Let's do that. Granny, I've lost the green too. Love granny green, but not so keen on garden green. I know it's. Do you know I use garden green more with Christmassy stuff and more with autumnal cards, but it is very like it's a garden green, so it's leafy. It is what it says on the tin, isn't it? Right, should we do some? What should we do for the sentiments? Should we do? I was going to say embossing, but maybe we'll just go Blackberry Bliss. Now we could chop these down. Gold on crumb cake. Yeah, I think that's what had gone. That is what had fleetingly gone through my head. Not sure the white that needs to be coloured so that the white doesn't quite go, does it? What to do? What to do? We could just colour the background of that. So we could have a little chop that out. Maybe do one like this and then maybe one embossed. How are we doing for time? Time is it 9:30? Not too bad. There, that's cute. Let's do on giant dimensional. Just pop that across there. And some dimensionals top and bottom. So we'll leave a little bit of space for the trim. Oh, white on blackberry. Now, I have got, hence why I had that scrap bit of blackberry on my desk. I do have actually, I have got some of them on my desk. Funny you should say that. So I might just use those. And then where's that happy birthday from? That is from Translucent Florals is where that is from. Don't know whether to go further over. No, we'll go middle. Right, we're going to go middle. And then happy birthday. Good job I didn't tidy up my desk. Yeah, January birthday cards. They're started. Happy birthday. Who's got a January birthday? Who on here has a January birthday? Let me know in the comments. Right, let's put that on there. Be well ahead of the game. We get a few birthday cards made. Right, let's put that in the middle. And we could do some little mini dimensionals. Maybe I've got some black ones. Denise says, I have Rita's husband. Mini dimensionals. So these are the black mini dimensionals. I don't often reach for those, but they are very handy on the darker card stock. Oh, happy birthday. Right, we need a bit of bling on here. What have we got that is sparkly gold? I've got some of those that I've got to use. They are the, I don't know what they are. Speckled dots, adhesive speckled dots with a random gold dot on it. Let's have a look. We've got gold. Oh, look, these festive pearls. They could be nice, little gold dots of those. Gold is what I want. Or adhesive back solid gems. We've got these. They're okay. Like they're an option, aren't they? I think I'm going to go festive pearls. Should I go festive? Let's go gold. Gold dots. And teeny tiny ones. They're very cute. Put them on there. And then we could layer this onto Blackberry Bliss bases or crumb cake. So I think if I score a Blackberry Bliss, I can cut 2 card bases out of 1 sheet of paper. That makes good sense, doesn't it, to do both? We need an inside to these though, I think. So Elizabeth says your cards are lovely. Thank you so much. You're very kind. Let's grab some white. Who likes the look of this stamp set? We might be adding this to a celebration freebie. If you haven't already done so for free earn. What about now? Could just take the embossing folder and do a little touch rather than doing the whole bit. I'm going to do just the bottom part like that. Let's just make sure it's straight. I'm going to do that and then we'll put that through. And let's see. It's the Celebration and the Softly Sophisticated. And then we've got that inside our for writing. Joanna says, I've just got the Merry and Bright bundle and it's my fault. I take the blame for that one. Apologies. It's lovely. It's a keeper. Right, I don't mind the white being inside because you can then write on it, can't you? Read your message. So, and then on this one, should we stamp? Should we do a little bit of stamping? Rather than embossing. It is on this one, and it came with an embossing folder, so this is the one that I'm using. Green at the bottom and a little bit of Blackberry Bliss. So just line that bud, and then once that's hovering over the bud, then you can kind of angle that down to get it with the swoop of that leaf. And it will just sit in like that. I did have it's dark Blackberry Bliss blends. And I'm going to go this way because I want some speckles, but I want it. Oh, that is not doing what I want it to. Neither's that one. My nibs have gone. Probably because I've been doing that to it. Oh well, I won't have speckles. Could do berry burst. There. So I've got a little splatter. She's holding out till January. She's holding out. She's being good. Till the 4th of January, to be precise, is probably when she's going to hold out to, isn't it? So, I mean, it's good because you can make your list, can't you? Right, let's do this on here. Oh, those dimensional bits get everywhere, don't they? Everywhere. Let's put that on there. And oh, I'm feeling in the mood for doing envelopes as well. Why not? I really I'm enjoying stamping with this one, so I'm just going to do a little bit of the flowers. The envelopes stamp so nicely, don't they? It means I don't have to go back to it when I go to send. There, so that's one envelope. So we can go on the back panel. And it inside envelope from fancy, so fancy. See, it all starts well in January with the January birth. I know we're only in December with the January birthdays. It's all starts well. Whether I can maintain it. Right, let's do the front of this one and do the bottom corner. I'll just do the same. And that one can go on there. Oh, let's stamp that again. And this one. And then we are done. I will do something with this other one, but I'm not sure. Very fancy. Fancy, fancy. Fancy envelopes. There we go. So it's got coordinating envelopes and everything tonight. Look at that. I will go and do something with this at some point, I'm sure. I might even carry on once I've done my postage. We'll see. Might be It's a bit late. No, it's 9:45. I won't be carrying on tonight. Definitely not. I need my sleep. Right, there we go. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed them. As I say, this is the sneak peek celebration offering. So Softly Sophisticated 3D folder and the stamp set come as a pair with a £90 spend from the 4th of January. So as a demonstrator, you can pre-earn this now. As a customer, you can add this into your order for free in January with a £90 spend. If you've got any questions about what I've been making this evening, or just any questions in general about the celebration offering or anything like that, feel free to drop me a message. I would be happy to come back to you. Have a wonderful week. Good luck with your Christmas card making if you're still making Christmas cards. Have a great week, everyone, and I will see you again next Sunday evening. Take care for now, and I will see you soon. Bye.